Hi everyone, Elliot from Ells Auto Care here. Today I'll be carrying out a service on this customer's Ford Puma. So I'm going to start by doing my safety checks on the outside. So I'm going to check the lights over as well as the bodywork as I'm walking around. So literally just turn your lights on and walk around. It doesn't matter what order you do it in, you can do whatever order you want, but make sure you turn all of them on, walk around and check, see how they're working. Once we've done that, we're going to move on to the inside. This is a 3-door, so we're going to check to see if the chairs recline and slide as they should. Whilst we're back here, we'll check the seat belts on the back seats. Check the seatbelt here on the front seat. So you want to check see if there's any blemishes on the seatbelt or any tears, and then check see if it locks into place both sides. And move around and do the same on the other side. Now let's hop in and check the inside. Now we're going to turn the ignition on, make sure all of our lights come on, our engine management lights, our ABS lights and all the other lights that's on our dash. Then we're going to pump the pedal, the brake pedal, to make it nice and firm. Then knock it on, the engine on, check that all the lights go off and that the pedal starts to creep back down as the servo kicks in. We're also then going to check the blowers and make sure there's no nasty smells coming from the engine bay through the blowers. Now I'm going to do the under bonnet checks. As you can see here, I've took the cover off so I can expose the ignition leads, but also we're going to check all other leads, hoses and connectors that are down here to make sure everything's in good nick. The good job we did, just because down there there's signs of a coolant leak that I'll have to inform the customer of. Now I'll continue to check the levels. We've got our power steering, our coolant levels, and the levels of our brake fluid and condition by taking the cap off. Now it's time to change the spark plugs. With these spark plugs, you're literally just going to pull the ignition lead off the top of the spark plug. I like to do one at a time so I don't get these ignition leads confused. Inspect the ignition lead. Everything seems fine there. spark plug socket and our ratchet on an extension bar and just crack it out. Be gentle with these now because you don't want to snap them inside the head. So just use just enough force to get it going. I should be able to do the rest by hand now. With the old spark plug out, now it's just time to put a new one in, so I'm picking up the box here. This is the correct spark plug for this vehicle, so make sure you get the correct one. Just go out and buy the cheapest one or whatnot. Make sure it is the correct one for this vehicle because you don't want to mess with the spark or the ignition side of your engine. So just drop that now into your spark plug socket and twist it in by hand for now. It doesn't need a lot of pressure, so just twist it in by hand and then just in about a half a turn with the ratchet afterwards, and that'll be in tight enough then. Now that's in, just reconnect the ignition lead and repeat on the other 3 cylinders. I'm just putting the last one in here now. I thought I'd draw attention to the shiny surface on it. It's got anti-seize coating on it, so you don't need to apply any sort of anti-seize or copper slip or anything like that. You can just put it in straight away. It's all been manufactured into the spark plug itself. As long as you don't over tighten it or anything like that, you should be fine. Now that's done, I'm going to move on to the air filter. So the air filter's in here, has been held on by 4 bolts, one either side. So we're just going to get in there, I think they're 9mm bolts. Just get your ratchet in there and undo them and pull the top of it off. Okay, now those bolts are out. You could wrestle it all the way out, or you could just slide the F element out of here. So there's your old one. It's not terribly bad. It's probably about time to be changed, and here's your new one. slide it back into place. And do your bolts back down. Okay, here's our oil filter. I suck the oil out using the dipstick, so I'm just going to be changing the filter from under here. I've loosened this off a bit already. All we're going to do now is just twist. Got a catch can underneath to drop the oil that's going to run through. There we go. Just make sure you've got something underneath to catch all of that. And let the most of it run out. And then when it's run out, just twist it off the rest of the way. Once it's off, spin a new one back on, and go back to the top and refill with clean fresh oil, specified to this vehicle. Now I've got all the dirty oil out and it's got a new oil filter on there. I'm going to refill the engine up with clean oil and then run the engine to look for any leaks. There was no oil leaks and everything was perfectly fine afterwards. Thanks for watching guys, please like and subscribe and share this channel. Cheers, thank you.